Okay, there are a lot of stereotypes around ADOS, and I want to talk about that. But there's one stereotype that kind of irks me, and it's the no daddy, single mother stereotype. Yes, we have a high rate of that. It's still a stereotype. A stereotype is when you assume pretty much everyone that that's the case. It's not always the case, so it's a stereotype. But there is a high rate of single parent, no father homes. And I just want to say, like, and as we can see that we, ADOS, were and can be the target of a lot of negativity. We have lots of negative experiences. Even the haters will agree because they use that as use that to bash us with. You guys get shot. Look at all the crime in Chicago. You guys don't have. You guys have a single parent. You're poor. This or that. Okay, yeah, and we're still here. We're dealing with that. We're going through that, and I'm still here. I was raised by one parent, and I'm still here. You know who else is raised by a single parent without a father? Jaguars, tigers, leopards. Other species, they couldn't survive without two parents. When you tell me I'm teased and so with that, all you're telling me is that I have a strong nature. That's what you're telling me. And people bashing for that, it's wolves laughing, cackling. It's the hyenas cackling. Like, yeah, you need two parents, and it's reflective of that. Like, so we're poor. There's violence that surrounds us. We're getting shot by cops. Everyone hates us, but we're still here. Look at the suicide rate. The highest suicide rate is white identified people. So we're experiencing all that, yet the highest rate of suicide is white identified people. Look at the overdose and opioid epidemic. That's white identified people. I'm not attacking white identified people. I'm just saying, like, you have all this investment currently, all this cushioning, all this protection. You're raised by two parents, but you're the one crumbling. You're the one committing suicide. You're the one shooting up schools and concerts. You're the ones that are breaking. You're overdosing. Everyone has their strengths. Everyone has their intelligences. I'm not saying I'm superior in any way, but everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. We have raw strength, physicality. That's just one intelligence. And it's not inclusive to us, it's concentrated in us. There are white identified people with very strong physicality. Look at the NFL. Maybe 20-25% of the players are white identified. You need a strong physicality for that, a strong constitution. That's not the point. On some level, a lot of our natures will make us prone in hard situations because it's the highest correlation of single parenthood is not race or genome, it's poverty. Because of historical reasons, we happen to be high poverty. But if you go to the poorest countries in Europe, you're going to have a lot high rates of domestic abuse and single parent households, on any color. But if we find ourselves in that situation, we're going to survive it. It's going to happen. One of the biggest precursors of divorce is monetary reasons. If it happens to these people who intelligences are more social or charisma or intellect, are you going to survive? Or how well are you going to survive? Everyone's survivors. If you're here, we've been here for tens and thousands of years, but how well are you going to survive? We're not practically melting from opioid overdoses. I have a nature of a tiger, of a jaguar. Yeah. So when the nonsense happens, when there's conditions and circumstances, my father did leave. There wasn't tolerance for things. You guys push like these family values, which is kind of weird. That's the natural state of humans. That's also we naturally organize into families. Saying family values is like saying eating values. Fight for eating values. That's just something that we do. So it's kind of weird that you just push that and then you shame everyone that doesn't meet the model of what you think family values are. There's like this little incest vibes to it. There's no need to push family values. Like, and some of these people who judge us, that's where you see fathers molesting their children. When a lot of, let's say, dark nature people are not going to, dark nature mothers are not going to tolerate that dark jaguar essence is not going to tolerate that. So go ahead, I don't care. And then it's like, no one's really just a family unit. No one's just a nuclear family. No one's just a single parent. Society raised me. The children are in school for 8 hours a day. Like, people really acting like they're doing hardcore things. The majority of you across all natures, personalities, and classes are giving your kids an iPad and letting your parents and the coaches and the media raise us. I'm not saying that's all negative. I'm saying in a positive sense, society raised me. The streets raised me. The neighborhoods raised me. But even though everything's against us, I'm still here. Yes, a single parent raised me and I'm still here. How? Why?